Hello, I am Jasmine Chabria. I'm a speaker and a trainer in areas of personal growth and team building. Now, every single day that we live, a large part of our day is governed by our habits. So it's not just at what time you wake up, but how do you wake up? Are you in the habit of greeting people around you, or do you wake up with a grumpy face? Are you in the habit of eating breakfast, exercising? Are you in the habit of being firm at work? Are you in the habit of saying yes to everything or no to things that don't matter to you? Right? So, our habits literally govern a large part of our life. And habits show results or change, desired change in our life only when we are consistent with them. You know that. But forget being consistent. Sometimes it is so difficult to even start a new habit, right? And that's why in this video, I want to share with you 5 proven ways in which your new habit, your desired habit can really take off. These are easy to implement, all right? So you will hear me, but please implement these because these are truly really easy to implement and will really help you get that new habit that you really want to get, right? So the first thing is you think of the habit you want to build probably in the next few months, okay? I'm calling it habit X, okay? It can be anything. Think of what is that for you, all right? Now, you have decided what habit X is. So the first thing you need to do is think like a builder who is developing a building. Now, he surely knows that, it's going to take him probably at least 1 year for his project to take off, to get in flight mode. The completion might be after 2 or 3 years of the building, but it's at least going to take him 1 year for things to take off. And with new habits, it's something similar. I'm not saying it's going to take you 1 year to take off with your new habit, but you need to be mentally prepared that it's going to not happen in 1 or 2 days. It's at least going to take maybe 2 or 3 months for my new habit to take off, and then it gets in flight mode. Say your habit X is, I want to start sleeping earlier than I do, right? It's going to take you some time, right, to reorganize, reschedule your day so you finish all your tasks and you're in bed by a certain time, right? It's not going to happen in 1 or 2 days. Or probably something else. You want to build your habit X's, I want to write every day. It's going to take some time to put certain things together, and then you take off, and then probably after 1, 2 or 3 months, you're in flight mode. That habit is a part of you, right? So think like a builder who is developing a building. Be mentally prepared that, okay, it's going to take me maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It's okay. I'm not going to get restless and impatient, right? Second thing, rewrite your self concept. Currently, you have a self concept in which there is a habit that you want to change. Maybe you're drinking alcohol and you're like, you know what? I want this new habit where I don't drink alcohol. I'm a non drinker. So, how will you rewrite your self concept? I want you to replace this visual with this current habit where you drink alcohol with a new visualization. So visualize yourself probably at a social gathering, and somebody asks you, hey, will you have, this drink? And you very confidently say, no, I don't drink. And at the same time, you're really enjoying that gathering. Put in some sound. You can hear you and your friends laughing, right? You can literally hear which music is playing and you're dancing. You're having a lot of fun without alcohol. You can also put in some smell in that visualization. Maybe, you can smell your favorite dish going around. Now, this is a NLP technique called swish pattern. You just switched and swished your old habit with your desired new habit, and you are trying to reframe your self concept of how you want to see your ideal self. Now, a lot of people make this mistake where they get too specific. So if you just replace that drink, say, of alcohol with juice, it might not always work because not necessarily juice, fresh juice is always available. So you can keep it a little vague, replace that old habit that you want to change with your ideal self of just somebody who doesn't drink alcohol. Example, right? So start rewriting your self concept so that can talk its way into your future. Yeah. The third thing, there's a Stanford professor, B.J. Ford, who talks about motivation waves. Basically, our motivation rises and falls on different days, sometimes even on the same day. It rises and falls like waves. So, how do we deal with that? Because when the motivation wave is high, yes, we can really, start implementing all the things we need to build our new habit. We want to become fit. Yeah, we can do all the complex exercises the day we are feeling motivated. We're like, you want to start clean eating. Yeah, you really cook some nice dish that's really healthy. But what about the days when that wave is at its lowest? How do you deal with it? Now, it's said that on such days, it doesn't mean that you are paralyzed, you can't do anything, but you can do the simple things. So, you want to get into clean eating, don't really get on and cook like a really complex thing that needs many ingredients, that has many steps. Can you just cook something very simple with few ingredients, few steps, and it is healthy? Maybe just put a few veggies in a cooker and make a quick soup. You need not even grind it. So you reduce the steps, reduce the ingredients. If you want to, get fit and you're like, I've started swimming, but the day your motivation is low, can you do something easy? Maybe don't take 5 laps, just get into the water and walk. And maybe you might feel like doing 1 lap or 2 laps, right? But that way you are consistent with your new habit. The fourth thing, there might be days you miss your habit, right? But that doesn't mean that everything is over, you're back to square one. It doesn't mean that. If you miss your habit a few times in the month, it's not like everything is over, because habits work on the principle of majority of doing proportion. If 28 out of 30 days you do that exercise, you get into clean eating, you sleep on a certain time, you write every day, it will show results in your life because it's the majority of doing proportion, right? So think like Super Mario. You've seen the game Super Mario, he's always bouncing. Say for some reason on a certain day you skipped your habit, bounce again the next day, do the habit, right? And the last thing is, once this new habit has become a part of you, you really feel it like literally in your nerves. Give yourself a visual reward. Go buy a trophy or print out a certificate. What this does is, when you see an achievement of yours, you see it in front of you, you're filled with a lot of self-confidence, a lot of self-reliance. And with this self-confidence and reliance, you take this and inspire yourself for your next new habit. If you could do this, you can do the next thing. Why not, right? So wow, that was some shift with the camera. All right. So I will just recap things so all of us are on the same page. The first thing is, you need to think like a builder who is developing a building. with that kind of patience, start habit X. Okay. Second thing, rewrite your self concept, visualize your ideal self doing habit X. The third thing is the days your motivation is low, do an easy version of habit X. Fourth thing is bounce like Super Mario. If you skipped 1 or 2 days, you didn't execute your habit, on the third day, bounce and execute it, because majority of doing principle. And fifth, once you know that this habit X has become a part of me, give yourself a visual reward. All right. Thank you so much. And I will see you soon, digitally, definitely, and hopefully face to face. Bye.